Hello, you guys. Happy Monday. This is timeless reading, so if it's not Monday, good morning. If it's not morning, good afternoon. If it's not afternoon, good evening. Mm. So, I wanted to get this reading started with my eyes are already itching. My eyes, and I've been sneezing a lot this morning. I wanted to check in with the Ascendant Masters. I've been working with them and everyone else for the past week, like deep diving some stuff, and it's been wonderful. And so today I wanted to do an Ascendant Master reading. I want to connect with two different masters that want to come up. I'm using this deck, the Divine Masters, so we might actually get some masters that are outside of the spectrum of some what people are used to, but we're going to get what we need. Okay, so if you're here, there's something you need to hear, something that's for you. Maybe it's just a little thing. So this is collective, this is general, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, okay? If it's something for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. Learn how to discern, how to work with your intuition and what your guides and what your higher calling is calling to you. So whatever that is that you connect with, okay? What Divine Masters? Who wants to give us a message today? What Divine Masters want to come out and give us a message today for the collective? Okay, you guys. Kuan Yin. Okay, so this I probably will enlighten action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. I will tell you this: if you have been waiting for something to happen, it is going to. This right here is twitching. I'm like, why are you? I got twitches when. If you are waiting for something to happen, it is going to happen very soon. I can tell you that now. The reason why I know this is because yesterday I was called to pull out her deck. I have one of her decks, and I was called to pull out one of her decks. And actually, as a matter of fact, I did not bring it here. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to actually give you her message because I meditated with her just okay. So this is my meditation box, and in my meditation box I have a bunch of meditations, people I meditate with, things that and she was, when I meditated with her, one thing I wrote down is passion, forgiveness, flowing what you need to do, and dancing. That's really the flow energy, and having compassion on moving forward with grace, okay, and choosing compassion. That's one of her biggest things, is choosing compassion. And so asking her to help you through this process of, if you read her story, it's wonderful. She has come to me through multiple people. I didn't know who she was, and when she came to me through those multiple people, finally I came to a point where I understood some things about if I had to repeat a lesson, I was okay with it. If I had to redo something over, I was okay with it, and having compassion for it and being okay with it. Not wanting to. No, you don't want. No, it's not fun to repeat a lesson and do something over. But if you had to do something over again, if that's what God has asked of you, I'm laughing. If you've been asked of that, then yes, that's something that she helps you come to realize, and looking at situations with love and compassion, she really brings you there, and it's beautiful. Okay, who else wants to show up for us today? Oh my freaking goodness. Okay, you guys. Mary Magdalene. I also meditated to her. Oh, I meditated with her on Saturday. Was it Saturday morning? Let's get her. This one has a sacred vessel. Um, you are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Okay, so with her, you guys are like, what in the... Yeah, with Mary, I got nurturing, mother of all, connected to the earth, and feeling safe, comfort, and healing. As a matter of fact, I meditate with Kuan Yin on Friday night. Going into Saturday morning, it was Mary. So that connection is there. So these energies, so you could be connected to both of these energies. It could also be divine feminine energy also wanting to connect to you, and I'm being told to look. Oh my gosh, you know what, I wasn't going to do a third message, but I didn't meditate to her, but she flipped out earlier and I stuck her back in because I wasn't really asking for anything yet, but I have a feeling to look on the bottom, and this Kalima is on there as well, and so this is divine severance. Cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. Okay, so that's a message there too. So I'm just putting her on the side. We're still going to focus on these two messages, but we will call in Kali Ma because she helps bring endings, and she also brings that death energy, that scorpionic energy of ending of a cycle, and and you might have to start a cycle again, and it might be a cycle with something, situation, a person, or something that you don't want to, and you're like, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with this cycle. I'm done with this person. I'm done with this situation. I'm done. And you have to learn how to find compassion and say, okay, where do I need to step into this differently? Because the cycle is ending, but maybe I'm having a different, and you can see I have a fly right there. He came out of nowhere too, because it was, I have my room, I have everything closed down pretty much. Well, I just closed the back door. Okay, so let's look at, let's get a couple tarot cards out and see the message first from Kuan Yin is first, what she wants you to know. Get a couple cards, see, get her message from her, and then also we got two things. We got a couple things we're gonna get. So message for her. This one kept showing. You know those cards that keep popping out? I just keep telling you they keep coming up. This one kept doing that and so it wants to be seen. This is six of air. This is six of swords. So moving away from something and doing it with compassion, composure, doing it with grace. And those balloons when you're moving, when trying not to move away from something with conflict and drama, like that Kalima. You don't want, you're cutting that. That's the cutting the cords of it. That's why she is here. And she's helping you flow away from what no longer serves you. And what are they needing to flow away from? What is some situation? Okay. Interesting. The sun. I don't know. The sun is moving away from the sun. Oh my goodness. And you can kind of see it's moving away from you're moving it could be moving in you're moving away from something that makes you happy, that you enjoy. And maybe that thing that makes you happy, that brings you joy, is not healthy. What is the sun? Why? The sun is so awesome. I love the sun. So I'm having a hard time with this too, you guys. I would want to move away from something I enjoy and love and appreciate. Like, wow. Slowly moving away from the sun. What is the sun? It's the king of air. So this could be an air sign. This could be an air sign. This could be someone who has that authority figure, who's very straightforward, who's, you know, someone who could be very intellectual. Definitely. So we think of someone who you see as a king of swords, right? They have that energy. They could be, you know, an air sign. They could always be in their head. They're very straightforward. They'd like to rationalize things. They're very they do things they use mind before they use their heart, you know. They make decisions from a very rational place. So think of someone like that in your life. You're moving away from this person, and maybe this person used to, or maybe this person, you saw them as bringing you happiness and joy, and or you're ending a cycle with them, and they did bring you happiness. They did bring you joy. You adored that person, maybe because you this if the sun is shining over them, that's one of your happiness. But evidently you need to move away from them. I don't know why, but you do. And so they might have something, a direction that they're supposed to be going in, and it's time to go your own direction. um so I'm gonna get interesting. So and she has, Queen Yin has this enlightened action. So this is an action, an active action you need to take. And it's actively moving away from this King of Swords, and this will and right now they want you to focus on your spiritual knowledge and your learning. So anything that you're working on with your learning or spiritual knowledge, if whatever you're in, you know, in your spiritual journey, if you're doing anything, I'm burning a Reiki incense. So if you're doing Reiki, that's what I'm using. If you are into oracle cards, if you're into writing, if you're into yoga, you could be into breath work, anything that you're learning. You can, anything you're going to school for, nursing, accounting, any of those things, right? They want you to focus on that. Learning, focus on your growth, okay? And move away from this situation of this person that does bring you happiness, but they're not for you, okay? If that, and that's part of the message. So you could just be just needing that message, and then you could be flowing into this Mary. It's interesting that I float, because I float. You flow into Mary. When you flow into Mary, you become the sacred vessel, where you are the answers, and you will be guided to your purpose. And I'm actually going to pull from this first of your purpose for some reason. I don't know why. And then we're going to get we will get some tarot cards on that. So what is the purpose? This word, I can't say it, but I know it's riches. I love this. I looked, it's a Lagenpat, and I never can say it right. Believe me. But it is all about your fortunes coming in. See, they even have the pronunciation there because they know people can't say it. It's layap. Good intentions always pays off in one way or another. You've pulled this card because although things in your life may not have panned out exactly as you had anticipated, your karmic reward will be quite pleasant and may surprise you. Sometimes the best gifts are the unexpected ones. If you continue to live your life led by positive and loving thoughts and actions, the peaceful and pleasant results may surprise you. So, moving away from that energy. So you might have already worked to move away from this energy. So you might have already done this. If you haven't, start doing that, and moving away from that. Oh my gosh. And underneath that was abundance. You guys, look how full that energy is flowing. So you see there abundance, and there's a cup. This abundance could be like a new person, where, or your feelings being, this could be a new romantic offer. This could be you just being filled by something else that makes you happy, because you could see this. I'm all about this sun rising. The sun will rise again. Even though you had to go away from something that made you happy before. Going into this new cycle and letting abundance come in, letting this come in. So what do you need to know? Give us some guidance with the tarot. I'm excited now. When I saw that, I was just like, oh, it's so sad we have to move away from the sun. I don't want to move away from the sun. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I did things with good intentions, and I moved away from it, and I focused on, my learning, my growth. And guess what? You clear out some karma, and you start working into your dharma, right? And that's like, yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do we leave? So the last one, remember, we had a 6 of airs. Now we have a 6 of fire. So now we're taking steps into being rewarded, and stepping into our power, stepping into and victory within ourselves. I feel this is victory within ourselves, victory around us, things that are going to come in and be successful in those things are going to stop popping off. Oh my God, what else do we have? What is this? This is beautiful. I love this energy that showed up for us today, guys. Oh my gosh, the universe. You finally get to bring it into a cycle. Whatever this is coming to an end. This is the universe, and stepping into this beautiful universal flow. You know what? Because, and Kali Ma she's on the other side helping you get through this whole transformation. And what is on the other side with Kali Ma? What is your new cycle going to be? Let's take a little tidbit at a look at your new cycle, guys. I've never said that before. I've never been that nosy, but I'm like, let's get a little nosy and say, what's on the other side of this cycle? What is on the other side of this new cycle that you are about to step into? Oh, I feel like if you've done that first part with Kuan Yin, maybe you're in the second part with Mary, and you're starting to flow through it. And if that abundance or that energy has not come in, it is going to start slowly coming in. And so maybe you're at that first part of the cycle, or you're at the end part. I think the first part was Kuan Yin, and now you're stepping into that second part. If you are, you're in that Mary part, and at the Mary part, and you got Kali Ma, where you have this you have learned where you can be loving and you can be compassionate with those energies, and you stepped and learned how to do that. But at the same time, you've also, with the Kali Ma, has helped you learn how to build up really strong boundaries, get you to where you need to be. And now she will help you move past limitations that you used to put on yourself, and not limiting yourself and your beliefs as well. And this new cycle, let's see this. Can we have just a little look at this new cycle? I love it, you guys. 7 of Earth, and that's 7 of Pentacles. It is, to me, this is like just taking your time and slowly retrieving your harvest, because these are stairs, and if you look, there's a harvest all through there, and it's like enjoying your harvest, going through there and enjoying your harvest, taking your time, being able to enjoy what you've done, the fruits of your labor, enjoying that, all the seeds that you planted, and it might take time too, because sometimes to get to the other side, it takes time. And so being okay with that, and then enjoying the journey, because this is the journey of these stairs, and enjoying the journey as you go up those stairs. And I'm leaving it at that. We're not going to get another card, you guys. I'm leaving it at that. One thing you can do is definitely keep your vibration high during this time, especially with this Lionsgate. We just had that full moon energy, and I know people like manifest with that. And then also this Lionsgate coming up, beautiful energy, and that could, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So really keeping your vibration up. So we're gonna look at this raise your vibration oracle. I am excited because I when you know you know. It's when you know you know. Yeah. Okay. So we have facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. So when you face your shadow, um, it helps. It helps you remove some of the things that you put out, because when you don't look at your shadows and you don't recognize your shadows, and people can play off those. When you work with your shadows, it's hard for people to play off your shadows and throw their stuff at you, because you've already worked with your shadows. So you could already see, you can see things before things are thrown at you, and so it removes it from this world. So if you think about one of your things, your that you struggle with, or one of your fears, or one of your doubts, or one of your things that you have. Okay. Um, and when you face that and integrate that in within yourself, what happens is when, and if someone else, like some low vibrational energy comes around, or person, and the energies will use people, they will, and comes around and makes that pop off within you, you will already know how to face it, because you've already integrated and already recognized it. It's not something you're trying to push down and hide. It's something that you've already brought to the light, and you're like, I know how to work with you. Like, so when things are thrown at you, you can look back at them like, oh, you might get off balance for a second and be like, what the heck? And then you're like, oh, I know what that is. And you just deal with it, right? Because once you face those shadows, once you work with them, once you integrate them, once you know that they are a part of you and that's just a piece of who you are, but it doesn't define you, you can be like, oh, I know what that is. And you work with that and you remove it from the world. And so it can't be used against you. All right, another one to help you raise your vibration. I talk about shadows a lot. I do, don't I? I plan on putting, I've already kind of got it together, doing just like a fun free masterclass, like of going over the shadows. And I don't know, I think I might do like a 3-day something, or maybe one day. Maybe I can do it all in one day. I don't want to do it in one day because I don't want to make it too long. So that's why I was like making over a 3-day period, maybe 2. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, this last one is my light attracts light. That's right. So when you work with your shadow and you bring it to the light, you start attracting other light. You you can attract. I find that yes, light can attract like, but you also can attract energy vampires. You can also attract people who want to feed off of you. You can attract other things as well. You also can attract lessons that are thrown at you. So you don't always like attracts like. Yes, like does attract like, but I also believe that you also attract if you're raising your vibration and people see your energy and see your glow and see your shine, your energy is going to be attractive, and people are going to want to naturally be around it, and regardless if those people are high vibe or low. They're going to be attracted to it, especially when you're attracting things. When you're attracting things, sometimes you attract low vibrational things, and we can't stop that, because if you have this beautiful light, if you have a beautiful light, you will naturally attract everything. And so you have to learn how to discern who people are. You do. And seeing people, if that's the type of person you want in your life, and people will tell you who they are. Give them time. And if you can't see it, like I said, give them time. Um, there is a couple things you can do to figure out who people are. It's look at the things they say and look at the things they do. Also, their integrity, and if they can flip the script. You have to look. It's I don't know. It's something you will have to. It's really building up your intuition and your discernment. Um, Learning really to discern. That's why I think that's really big. Discernment is so big in the Bible, and I think it's so big with people just learning about their own intuition and talking about that, is because people know how to wear. People wear masks. We all wear masks. Yes, I wear masks. I wear masks sometimes. I wear a mask for my children when I'm in certain form, like things really, really, really suck, but I don't want them to have that energy. I will definitely wear masks so they don't have to see me in that energy. And yes, they have caught me in that energy, and they will say what's wrong. They pop off really quick, because they know that's not mom, and so they know something's going on with me. But I do wear a mask for that. Um, I wear, and I try not to wear my mask anymore. Uh, but I because I can care less what people think anymore. So I'm just like, I'm wearing my mask for you. I don't have to wear my mask for you. And so if I can't, if I have to be in a situation or place where I have to wear a mask, instead of having to wear the mask, I will I will just be silent, or I will shut down my energy. So it's not, hey, oh, it's like, I will be more observant, and I will hold myself back from people if I'm not, and if something's popping off. So you have to learn how to work your energy, and that's just learning how to work with your energy. But again, my light attracts light. But believing this also, and putting that out there, if you want to bring in more people, so like people who are more positive, people um, who have the same, who vibrate, and you know people who don't want to gossip, people who can care less about dragging down others, people who stay in their lane. People who want to bring light into this world, people who want to uplift others, people who want to help others. If you want to attract that type of energy, because I'm giving you an example of the energy I like to attract, and then you can manifest that. You can put that out there. You can let the universe know, I want to attract people that want to bring change into the world. I don't want a Debbie Downer in my life. I don't want to attract Debbie Downers. I don't want to attract, you know, people who are stuck in old belief systems. I don't want to attract that. You know? But I'm going to put a but there. Those people are put in your life so maybe that you can help them maybe have a different point of view, and be different from who you are. Because let me tell you, I am dropped in to so many downers, and low vibrational, and people who um, don't have, don't have like hope for the world, or hope into anything, or faith in anything. I'm dropped into those situations. And the reason why sometimes you're dropped into those situations is because, can you hold your light in that situation? Can you hold your light there? Can you hold your light throughout that and then come out, cleanse yourself like, oh my gosh, I gotta rinse off, and then still be holding that light? Can you show them something different? Because if the people who have the light, and if we don't, are not dropped into those situations, this is why she's here, to go through things. This is why she's here, because look at those women's stories. If you look at those, at what they went through, they were lights, and they were dropped into situations that were not the most positive, the most nice, the most gracious. They wasn't in this, oh, life is so good situation. No, they were brought into a different type of situation. And guess what? They still were compassionate. They were still loving, and they were still nurturing, and they were still kind. And that's why you're rewarded in the end. That's why your abundance comes. That's why God says, oh my gosh, we dropped you in there over and over and over and over again, and you did what you needed to do, and you came up out of that with light. You didn't come out of there and hate the world, and hate everyone around you, and hate your life, and hate the situations. You tried to find grace, and you found love. And when you struggled, you called on help. You prayed, you meditated, you did the things to cleanse and clear your energy. Okay? And then the fighter came out. This fighter, rebel energy came out to help you. Okay? I got in my feels at the end there, but that needed to come out. And I hope this message gets to whoever it needs to get to. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. You can like, you can share, you can comment, you can subscribe. You do your thing, okay?